Welcome back to Studio Chatter. Have you ever wondered if it's a good time to buy or sell a home? Carin Halliday is a local realtor and is here to help us answer some of the questions you might have.
Yay.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, look alike. Very awesome. I have to say.
I know, beautiful
also matched our
realtor.
color scheme. We opened up saying we were like in black.
really?
Wow.
We're in sync.
Yeah,
Not
we are.
planted at all.
I am. I'm meant to be here.
Love it.
Against all my nerves.
I know.
I'm meant to be here.
It's gonna go fast.
Oh, good.
It's gonna
Well,
go
it is
fast.
truly a hot market
Yes.
right now. So people are building, and selling.
Yes.
So tell us, even with all of the new construction going on, there's still so much turnover.
Yes.
So what is your forte?
So my forte is all aspects of real estate.
What did you do before you became a realtor?
So I graduated from Spanish Fork High School, so I'm from the area. I married my high school sweetheart. We've been married for 20 years. I have 4 kids, and we kind of live in the area, so I really love Spanish Fork.
Nice.
So I kind of love working here, too. It's been a really great community. But as far as the trends, I was in the real estate business about 18 years ago.
Okay.
Started having kids, kind of got busy, and so then raised them, and then kind of became self-sufficient a little bit, somewhat.
That will happen.
Yes. And then, so I got back in the real estate business about 5 years ago, and so since then, things have been, like you said, on the up and up. So it's been kind of a fun time to be in real estate.
So how, if you were giving advice to someone who wants to put a home on the market, what are some of the things that we can do to prep a home for people to visit?
That's a really great question.
To sell the home.
So the first things first is, curb appeal. The first thing that people are going to see when they pull up, and people don't understand, even a cut blind, things hanging in the walls will kind of, in the windows will kind of throw people off a little bit. Even just weeds, and right now winter is kind of a good time because, it's kind of hiding everything, but come spring, and that's a hot season to start selling.
Is spring the hottest time of year?
It usually is. People are going to kind of get out of the slump.
March,
Yep.
April, yeah.
So it's a really good time to put the house on the market. Right now, house trends are, obviously new construction and the farmhouse look. But as far as the market, it's really a seller's market. There's a lot of demand and not a lot of homes available. So for right now, it's a really good time to sell. Last year, there's statistics that show that from the beginning quarter of last year to the end quarter of last year, that home sale, your sales price of your home, the average sales price was about 9.8% in incline. And then they're projecting about 3 to 5% this next year.
Wow.
So I'm always interested in that. As far as indicators go, is Zillow a really good indicator of that, or are there other places to look?
The best way to look is, obviously any real estate agent's website.
Okay.
They're going to be more up to date. They're going to have all the ups on what's coming up in the market. Zillow is really hard because Utah is a non-disclosure, and so they're using it off of property taxes and things like that. And so I wouldn't suggest getting your property value off of that. I would highly suggest just calling an agent, calling a real estate professional, and they'll be able to kind of gauge. And they're always, willing to, answer any questions you have. And
So, Carin, why choose a realtor? Why not do it yourself?
That's a really good question. So we get that a lot. But to me, the first thing that comes to mind is, your biggest asset is your home. And it's kind of hard to leave it up to chance. There's a lot of things that go into it. There's a lot of things that can happen, that can go wrong. And there's just some comfort in knowing that someone's always there watching out for you.
What are interest rates looking like this year? Are they
They're kind of going up a little bit, but it scares people. But
they're still low.
They're still low. I mean, we've been spoiled with 3% for a long time. So 4% is, they vary. It depends on your loan. It depends on how much you're going to put down. But for the most part, they jump a little bit, but they have been going up a little bit. So right now is a really great time to buy because who knows what the
And it's a great time to sell.
It's both.
Yeah. You're going to sell.
Yep. Now's the time. So
yeah, you're going to sell fast. What's the average length of time?
Right now, because of the market, I mean, you're seeing short time frames because there's the demand. And so people, the minute it comes on the market, people are, if you're priced right, then they're going to be after it really, really
And how
fast.
do you know, again, your realtor will help you with the pricing?
They look at the market, they show you what's selling, they make it so that if you're, pick the right price for what you're doing. So
how can someone decide whether it's better for their family to build or buy existing? Is that a hard decision for people, or do they go into it pretty much knowing.
Well, you have to realize that right now construction is so busy that you're going to be on a time frame a little bit. And so if it depends on how fast you want to be in your home. So if you have time, then
Building might be
sometimes
right.
building's the right thing for
Okay.
you. But if you don't have time, then you've got to buy something that's already existing. And so
Okay.
that sometimes is kind of a determining factor.
Okay.
So
What about add-ons as well? If you do an extension, does that still keep the price of the home?
you mean for new construction?
Yeah, add-on, like an
Like just
addition,
do an addition on your
and then
home.
you decide to
Oh.
sell afterwards. with
Yes,
it.
well, it depends on what kind of addition you're going to do. Obviously, adding square footage is always going to
Yeah.
be an additive
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
Your biggest things are like your kitchens, your master bathrooms.
Okay.
Those are going to be good things to put money into. And then just overall, maybe a quick coat of paint sometimes is all the house needs or new blinds.
True.
So
What would be one tip you'd leave with us to share with people? Like, if you're going to leave your home one day or you plan on selling, what would you suggest for sure? Make sure you're doing this, for example.
calling Carin. But after that, I think just de-junking. You're already planning on moving. You start the process now. Get everything out
I like
because
that.
if a buyer comes in and they see so much stuff in the house,
can't see.
they're going to say, "Where am I going to put my stuff?" You know what I mean? And so it just taking off a ton of knickknacks would save a lot. So
Okay.
I really specialize in staging too, and so
Okay.
to kind of highlight the house's best
So fun.
aspects. So that way.
So how can people contact you?
They can call me on my phone, which is, I guess I can give my cell phone out. 801-691-8398. And then my email is a great place. So it's cwhalliday@gmail.com. And then I have a website, which is utahrealty.org.
Okay.
But any one of those aspects, they can call me. I have buyer's packets and seller's packets just to give people information on that kind of
Okay.
thing. And then I do have an upcoming buyer's seminar that I'm going to be hosting in March 27th.
fantastic.
Okay.
And that's going to be here locally in Spanish Fork. So anybody who's looking to buy in the next 1 to 10 years even, it kind of gives you that idea of where to even begin, because sometimes people go to a lender and they don't realize they have 6 months worth of work to do before they can even start looking.
Yes.
Good
Get
point.
educated. Yes.
So it's just a good thing to get educated. There'll be free food and good education, and
There.
there's no obligation. So,
Thanks, Corinne. And I've known Corinne for a lot of years.
Yeah.
She's amazing, so I totally
thanks,
recommend
Shady.
it.
Totally trustworthy.
Yes, if anyone
Thank
is
you.
looking to buy, call Corinne.
Oh,
Fantastic. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
guys.
Coming up next, school shootings are way too common, but are guns the problem? Stay with us.